In Tyrwhitt's text, LL 15469 SQQ, see page 508. The Prologue of the Second Non's Tale. The minister and the Norris unto vices, which that men cleep in English idleness, that porter of the gate is of delices, to eschew, and by here contrary here oppress, 5 that is to saying, by leaveful biciness, wel oten we to do now our entente, lest that the fiend thurg idleness us hent. 7. HN hent, E shent, PT shent, lane shent, wrongly. For he, that with his 1,000 cordis sly continually us waiteth to byclap, 10 one he may man in idleness espy, he can so lightly catch him in his trap, till that a man be hent right by the lap, he nis nat where the fiend hath him in hand, wel ought us worch, and idles withstand. 15. And though men dreaden never for to die, yet seen men wel by resin doodlees, that idleness is roten sloggardy, of which the never comth no good encraze, and seen that sloth here holdeth in at least 20 only to sleep, and for to eat and drink, and to devour an owl that other swink. 17. EHN, PT lane HL roten, CM wrote. 18. EHN no good nencrease, PT lane non increase, HL good anchors, CM encraze. 19. CM higher, PT hure, HN lane here, E it, HL her. 510, T 15490, 15520. And for to puttius froswich idleness, that causes of so great confusion, I have here done my faithful biciness, 25 after the legend, in translation right of thy glorious life and passion, thou with thy girlin wrought of rose and lily, the mean I, maid and martyr, Saint Cecily. 27. HN, PT of, E, CM lane HL with. 28. HN, CM, PT lane martyr Saint, HL martyr, E, muter. In Eucatio ad Mariam. And thou that flower of virgins art 30 of whom that Bernard lists so wel to write, to thee at my beginning first I calle, thou comfort of us wretches, do me indite thy maiden's death, that 1/3 here merit the eternal life, and of the fiend victory, 35 as man may after readin' in here story. 32. HN mendite, shewing the scansion. 34. E eternal, HN CM eternal. Thou maiden muter, daughter of thy son, thou welly of mercy, sinful soul's cure, in whom that God, for bounty, she's to wone, thou humble, and hay over every creature, 40 thou noblest so fur forth our nature, that no desti in the Maker had of kind, his son in blood and flesh to clothe and wind. Within the cloister blissful of thy sides took man's shap the eternal love and peace, 45 that of the trine compass Lord and Gides, whom earth and sea and heaven, out of Reles, Iherion, and thou, Virgin Wimolese, bar of thy body, and dweltest maiden pure, the creature of every creature. 43. EHN CM PT Cites. 44. E eternal, HN CM eternal. 50 assembled is in thee magnificence with mercy, goodness, and with switch pity that thou, that art the Son of excellence, 511, T 15521, 15552. Not only helpest him that pre-in thee, but oft time, of thy benignity, 55 full frelly, or that men thyn help by sesh, thou gust byforn, and art here lives leche. 54. E often, HN CM oft. Now help, thou meek and blissful fair maid, me, phlegmed wretch, in this desert of gal, think on the woman canony, that said 60 that whelps eaten some of the crumbs that from here Lord's table been wifall, and though that I, unworthy son of Eve, be sinful, yet accept my belief. And, for that fight is deed withouten works, 65 so for to work in if me wit in space, that I be quit frothens that most dirk is. O thou, that art so fair and full of grace, be myn advocate in that hay place there is without an endy is San Josan, 70 thou Christ's muter, daughter dear of Anne. And of thy like my soul in prison light, that troubled is by the contagion of my body, and also by the white of earthly lust and fell's affection, 75 O haven of refut, O salvation of him that been in sore way and in distress, now help, for to my work I will me dress. Yet pray I yell that readin' that I write, for of me, that I do no diligence aid the silk story subtly to indite, for both have I the wards and sentence of him that at the saints reverence the story root, and full way hear legend, and pray yow, that ye will my work amond. 80. HN CM attendite, shewing the scansion. 82. EHN CM HLM, but CPPT lane hem. 83. CM Fullway, EHN HL Fullwin, CPPT lane followin. 84. E. I pray, CP. And pray I, rest and pray, or pray, or pray. 512. T15552, 15580. Interpreted do nomini Cecilii, quam ponit frater Iacobus Ianuensis in legenda aurea. 85. First wolde ial the name of Saint Cecilii expound, as men may in here story see, it is to say in English heaven's lily, for pure chasteness of virginity, or, for she witness had of honesty, 90 in green of conscience, and of good fame the soul saver, lily was her name. Heading. In margin of EHN, EOM aurea. 85, omitiao. 91, favor, rest saver, sealed 229. Or Cecile is to say the way to blind, for she in sample was by good Tekinga, or else Cecile, as I write and find, 95 is iond, by a manner conianage of Hevin and Leah, and here, in figurange, the heaven is set for thite of holiness, and Leah for here lasting biciness. 95, Manir. Cecile may eat be said in this manner, 100 wanting of blindness, for here Greta light of sapience, and for here Thus clear, or else, lo. This maiden's name bright of Hevin and Leo's conf, for which by right men might hear wel the heaven of Pepel Kaye 105 in sample of goat and wise works alet. For Leo's Pepel in English is to say and right as men may in the Hevin see the sun and moan and stares every way, right so men gosly, in this maiden free, 110 sayin of fight the magnanimity, and eke the clearness full of sapience, and sundry works, bright of excellence. 110, Sin, CP lane sayin, HN sayin. 513, T15581, 15608. And right so as thys philosophers write that heaven is swift and round and eke brenning, 115 right so was fair Cecilii the white full swift and bicy ever in good working, and round, and whole in good perseverance, and brenning ever in charity full bright, now have I yow declared what she hight. Explicit. Here beginneth the second non's tale, of the life of Saint Cecile. 120 This maiden bright Cecilii, as here life seeth, was comen of Romains, and of noble kind, and from here cradle up fostered in the faith of Christ, and bar his gospel in here mend, she never cessed, as I write and find, 125 of here prayer, and God to love and dread, beseeching him to keep here maidenheed. And when this maiden should unto a man why wedded be, that was full young of age, which that wyclept was Valerian, 130 in day was comen of here marriage, she, full devout and humble in here courage, under here robe of gold, that sat full fair, had next here flesh whiteclad here in an air. And W.H. Whale the organ's maiden melody, 135 to God alone and hurt thus sang she, O Lord, my soul and eke my body G-way unwemmed, lest that I confounded be, and, for his love that date upon a tree, every second or thrid day she fast, 140 I bidding in here orisons full fast. 134, HLHN Organs, Lane Organs, E. Orgies, CP Orgles, PT Orgles. 137, It, Resti 138. HN CM CPHL Dade, E. Died. 139, EHN, and, Restore. 514, T15609, 15643. The night cam, and to bed most she gone with her housebond, as oft as the maneer, and privily to him she said anon, O sweet and WL beloved spouse dear, 145 There is a consile, and ye wolde it here, which that right fain I wolde unto yow saye, so that ye swore ye shall me nat by rye. 147, Me, rest it, CL 150. Valerian gone fast unto here swore, that for no cas, anything that might be, 150 he should never emo Byrian here, and then at erst to him thus said she, I have an angel which that loveth me, that with great love, whereso I wake or sleep, is ready I my body for to keep. 152, Onville. 155 And if that he may felon, out of dread, that ye me touche or love and villainy, he right anon will slee you with the deedy, and in your yalda thus ye shouldn't die, and if that ye and clean love me gye, 160 he will yell loven as me, for your cleanness, and shewing you his eye and his brightness. Valerian, corrected as God wolde, answered again, if I shall trust in thee, let me that angel say, and him behold, 165 And if that it a very angel be, then will I do as thou hast prayed me, and if thou love another man, for sotherite with this sword then will I slee thou boda. 164 Wandel, but angel in 165, 170. Cecile answered anon right in this wise, 170 If that yau list, the angel shall ye see, so that ye trow on Christ and yau baptize. Goth forth to Viapia, quod she, that fro this tune any stant but miles 3, and, to the povre folks that there dwell, 175 say ham right thus, as that I shall yau tell. 171, on, in. 515, T 15644, 15674. Tell him that I, Cecile, yada hem sente, to shewen yau the goat Urban the old, for secree neds and for good entente. And one that ye Saint Urban han behold, 180 tell him the wards which I to yau tolda, and one that he hath purged yau fro sin, then shall ye see that angel, ye twin. 178 things, rest neds, needies, needs. 180 ECP lane HL wish at I, but HNCM P to omit that. Valerian is to the place why gone, and right as him was taught by his learning. 185 He found this holy old Urban anon among the saints' burials lot inga. And he anon, without interiange, died his message, and one that he had told Urban for Ioi his Hans gone uphold. 190 The tarries from his yen lead he fall Almighty Lord, O Jesu Christ, quod he, sower of chastconcile, heard of us alla, the fruit of thilk seed of chastity that thou hast so in Cecile, tack to thee. 195 Lo, like a bicey bee, withouten guile, these serveth I thyn oeen thrall Cecile. 190 Lane yen, rest ian, ihan. 192 Ehn, heerd. For thilk spouse, that she took but now full like a fear's leon, she sendeth here, as meek as ever was any lamb, to yau. 200 And with that ward, anon there gone appear an old man, clad in white clothes clear, that had a book with letter of gold in hand, and gone byforn Valerian to stand. 197 Hl right, rest but. 203 byfor, hl to forn, rest byforn, beforn. Valerian his deed fill down for dreed 205 1 em saw, and he uphent him though, and on his book right thus he gone to read, 516, T 15675, 15706. O Lord, O Faith, O God withouten mo, O Christendom, and Fader of alle also, above an Allah and over all everywhere, 210 Thys wards all with gold wrighten were. 208 Ehn CM O HL. On, CPPT lane. Of. 209 omits and. 1 This was rad, then said this old man, levsto this thing or no? Say ye or nay? I leave all this thing, quod Valerian, for sother thing than this, I dar wl say, 215 Under the heaving no white think may. Though vanished the old man, he nist where, and Pope Urban him christen right there. 210 to 216, HL omits. 214, wither, rest sother. 216, ehn cm of this, p to that, cp lane the. 217, HLPT christened, cm christened, ehn cp christened. Valerian Gotham, and fin Cece lie within his chamber with an angel stand. 220 This angel had of roses and of lily corons too, the which he bar in hand, and first to Cecile, as I understand, he yath that own, and after gone he take that other to Valerian, here make. 225 with body clean and with unwimmed thite kepeth iwl this corons, quod he fro parodies to yawa by hem brought, na never shall they roten be, na lacer sot saver, trusteth me, 230 na never white shall seen him with his ye, but he be chost and hate villainy. 226, eg 3, hlthre, rest quod he. And thou, Valerian, for thou so soon assentedest to good consile also, say what thee list, and thou shalt hon thy bone. 235 I have a brother, quod Valerian though, that in this world I love no man so. I pray you that my brother may hon grace to know the troth, as I do in this place. 517, T15707, 15737. The angel said, God liketh thy request, 240 in Boda, with the palm of martyrdom, ye shall come unto his blissful fest. And with that word Tibers his brother come, and one that he the savour undernam which that the roses and the lilies cast, 245 within his hurt he gone to wondre fast. And said, I wondre, this time of the year, whence that sot savour cometh so of rose and lilies that I smell here. For though I had hem and myn hans too, 250 this savour might in me no deeper go. The sot smell that in myn heard I find hath charmed me al in another kind. 251, the Mrs. have sweet here, but in L 247 we find only sot, suit, swot, swot, except sweet in pt, in L 229, ehl suit, hn swot, cm sot, cppt lane sweet. Valerian said, 2 corons hanwi, snow white and rose reed, that shine and clear, 255 wish that thyn yen han no might to see, and as thou smellest him third my prayer, so shalt thou seen ham, leave brother dear, if it so be thou wilt, withouten slav, believe aright and no in very troth. 260 Tibers answered, seest thou this to me in soothness, or in dream I hearken this? In dreams, quod Valerian, han we be unto this time, brother myn, why wis? But now at erst in troth our dwelling is. 265 How wousto this, quod Tibers, in what wise? Quod Valerian, that shall I thee devise. The angel of God hath me the troth whitod which thou shalt seen, if that thou wilt reny the idols and be clean, and else not. 518, T15738, 15769. 270 And of the miracle of thys corons tway St. Ambrose in his preface list to say solemnly this noble doctor dear commendeth it, and seeth in this manier. 267, E, lane hl omit the. 273, hym, rest it. The palm of martyrdom for to receive, 275 Saint Cecile, fulfilled of God's gift, the world and eke here chamber gone she wave, whence Tibers is in Valerian's shrift, to wish God of his bounty wolde shift corons 2 of flowers wel smellinga, 280 and made his angel hem the corons bringe. 277, the Mrs. have Ceciles, wrongly, for Valerians, lat text, Waleriani, CFL 281. The maid hath brought thys men to bliss above, the world hath wist what it is worth, certain, devotion of chastity to loved, though shuit him Cecile al open in plain 285 that alle idols ennius but a thing in vain, for they been dom, and thirdo they been div, and charged him his idols for to leave. 281, ehn omit thys, the rest retain it, except cm, which has brought hem to bliss. 284, cppt lane omit al. Whoso that troweth nat this, a best he is, quot though Tibers, if that I shall nat lie. 290 And she gone kiss his breast, that heard this, and was full glad he could trow the spy. This day I take thee for myn a lie, say this blissful fair maid dear, and after that she said as ye may hear. 288, ehn, pt beest, hl best, cm, cp lane best. 295 Lo, right so as the love of Christ, quod she, made me thy brother's wyf, right in that wise anon for myn a lie here take I thee, sin that thou wilt thyn idols despise. Go with thy brother now, and thee baptize, 300 and make thee clean, so that thou mal behold the angel's face of which thy brother tolda. 519, T15770, 15804. Tibers answered and said, Brother dear, first tell me whither I shall, and to what man? To whom, quod he, come forth with right good share, 305 I will thee lead unto the Pope Urban. Till Urban? Brother Myn Valerian, quot thou Tibers, wilt thou me teeter lead? Methinks that it were a wonder deedy. 303, EHNCM that I arrest omit that. 304, HLOM right. Nemenisto nat urban, quod he though, 310 that is so oft dampned to be deed, and wanteth helks alway to and fro, and dar nat one's putty forth his heed? Men should him Brennan in a FYR so read if he were found, or that men might him spy, 315 and we also, to bear him company. And WHYL we seek in thilk divinity that is why hid and heeding prively, allgate why brand in this world shul we be. To whom Cecile answered boldly, 320 men mightn't dread NWEL and skillfully this life to lace, myn a ween dear brother, if this were living only in none other. But there is better life in other place, that never shall be lost, and he dreed thee not, 325 which God sonus toldeth erg his grace, that Fadres son hath alle things wrought, and all that wrought is with a skillful thight, the gust, that fro the fader gone precede, hath sold hem, without any dreed. 323, Lane HLPT better, EHN betray. 326, thing your oat, HNCM things wrought. 326 to 337, CPPT lane omit. 330 by word and by miracle God's sown, when he was in this world, declared here that there was other life there men may wone. To whom answered Tibers, O suster dear, nesaidsto right now in this manner, 335 there nis but O God, Lord and soothfastness, and now of 3 how maysto bear witness? 520, T15805, 15839. That shall I tell, quoth she, I go. Right as a man hath sapiences 3, memory, engine, and intellect also, 340 so, in o being of divinity, 3 persons may the right wel be. Though gone she am full bisely to preach of Christ's come and of his pains teche. 340, omits o. And many points of his passion, 345 how God sown in this world was withhold, to do mankind plain remission, that was why bound in sin and cares cold, all this thing she unto Tibers tolda. And after this Tibers, in good entente, 350 with Valerian to Pope Urban he went. That thanked God, and with glad hurt and light he christened him, and made him in that place parfit in his learning, God's knight. And after this Tibers gat switch grace, 355 that every day he saw, in time and space, the angel of God, and every manner bone that he got axed, it was sped full sown. 355, saw, HL say. It were full hard by order for to say how many wondrous Jesus for ham wrought, 360 but at last, to tell Lynn short and plain, the sergeants of the tune of Rome hem sought, and hem by for an almache the prefect brought, which hem opposed, and knew al here entente, and to the image of Jupiter hem sente. 363, HL opposed, the rest opposed, wrongly. 365 and said, whoso will not sacrifice, swap of his heed, this is my sentence here. Anon these martyrs that I yau devise, un Maximus, that was an officer of the prefects in his chronicula, 370 hem hent, and when he forth the saint slada, himself he weep, for pity that he had. 366, cm, hl omit is. 521, T15840, 15872. When Maximus had heard the saint's lore, he gat him of the tormentors leave, and lad a hem to his house without more, 375 and with here preaching, that it were eve, they gun and fro the tormentors to Reve, and fro Maxime, and fro his folk acon the false faith, to tro and God all one. 373, pt lane tormentors. CC like ham, one it was waxen night, 380 with priestess that hem Christ net alle wifeer, and afterward, one day was waxen light, Cecile hem said with a full sobricher, now, Christ so knights leave and dear, Castellai the works of Dirkness, 385 an Armathou an armure of brightness. 382, EHNHL full steadfast, CM a full sobera, CPPT lane sobre. 384, CPPT casteth, rest cast. Ye han for sub why doon a greet battlely, your cores is doon, your fight han ye conserved, goff to the corone of life that may not file, the rightful yuge, which that ye han served, 390 shall yevid yow, as ye han it deserved. And one this thing was said as I devise, men lada hem forth to doom the sacrifice. 392, EHN CM Letta. But when they were into the place brought, to tell Len shortly the conclusion, 395 they knolled incense and sacrifice right not, but on her knees they set 10 hemma down with humble hurt and sad devotion, and los 10 boda here heads in the place. Here's souls 110 to the King of Grace. 398, EHN CM Huedes, rest heads. 400 this Maximus, that saw this thing by tide, with Patus Teres told it and on right, that he here souls saw to heaven glide with angels full of clearness and of light, and with his word converted many a wight, 522, T15873, 15905. 405 for which Almachius died him so to bet with whip of lead, till he his life gone leet. 400, Esau, HN CPHL say. 404, this, rest his. 405, EHN CMHL so bet, CPPD lane so to bet. 406, the, rest his. Cecile him took and buried him anew by Tibers and Valerian soft Ely, within her burying place, under the stone. For 10 and after this Almachius hastily bade his ministers fetch and openly Cecile, so that she might in his presence doon sacrifice, and put her incense. But they converted it her wise lore, for 15 wept in full sore, and yaven full credence unto her word, and cried in more and more, Christ, God sown without indifference, is very God, this is all our sentence, that hath so good a servant him to serve, for 20 this with o voice we trowen, thought we stirve. 418, omits al. Almachius, that heard of this doinge, bade fetchen Cecile, that he might her see, and alder first, lo. This was his axinge, what manner woman art thou, though quod he. For 25 I am a jaunty woman born, quod she. I ax thee, quod he, thought it thee grieve, of thy religion and of thy belief. For 24, CPPT lane though, rest omit. Ye han begun your question followly, quod she, that wolden 2 answers conclude 430 inches o demand, ye axed lewdly. Almache answered unto that similitude, of whence cometh thyn answering so rude? Of whence, quod she, one that she was framed, of conscience and of good faith unfeigned. For 35 Almachius said, Ne take stone on hada of my power, and she answered him this, your might, quod she of full lightel is to dreed, 523, T15906, 15937. For every mortal man's power nis but like a bladra, full of wind, why wis, for 40 for with an ed less point, one it is blow, may all the boost of it be laid full low. For 36, HNHL this, CM, CPPT lane thus, omits. Full wrongfully begone now, quod he, and yet in wrong is thy perseverance, wosto not how our mighty prince is free 445 han thus commanded in mad ordinance, that every Christian wight shall han pronounce but if that he is Christendom with I, and gunal quit, if he will it run I? Your prince is Aaron, as your nobly doth, for 50 quoth tho Cecile, and with a wood sentence he make us guilty, and it is nat sooth, for ye, that knowing wel our innocence, for as much as we do no reverence to Christ, and for we bear a Christian name, for 55 ye putty on us a crime, and eke a blame. 451, EHN, CM, omit it. But we that knowen thilk name so for virtuous, we may it nat with's eye. Almache answered, she's one of thys two, do sacrifice, or Christendom run I, for 60 that thou mau now escapen by that way. At which the holy blissful fair made gone for to laugh, and to the Yuge said, O Yuge, confuse in thy nicety, wilt thou that I renigh innocence, for 65 to make me a wicked wight? Quoth she, Lo, he dissimuleth here in audience, he stareth and wooteth in his advertence. To whom I'll makeus, unsly wretch, no woosto nat how far my might may strek. For 67, and he, rest omit he. 524, T 15938, 15972. For 70 han not our mighty princes to me yevon, ye, boda power and auctority to make in folk to dine or to liven? Why speakst thou so proudly then to me? I speak not but steadfastly, quoth she, for 75 nat proudly, for I say it, as for my side, we hate indeedly thilkwise of pride. For 75, speak, rest say. And if thou dreed nat a sooth to hear, then will I shew openly, by right, that thou hast met a full gret lacing here. For any thou sayst, thy princes han the yevon might boda for to sleen and for to kakena white, thou, that any mayst but only life bereave, thou hast none other power any no leave. But thou mayst sayne, thy princes han thee make 485 minister of death, for if thou speak of them all, thou liest, for thy power is full naked. Do away thy boldness, say thou makeest though, and sacrifice to our gods, thou go, I reck nat what wrong that thou me proffer, for 90 for I can suffer it as a philosopher. For 87, H.L. Ludens, rest boldness. But thilk wrongs may I nat endure that thou speakest of our gods here, quoth he. Cecile answered, O nice creature, thou saidst no word sin thou spak to me 495 that I any knew therewith thy nicety, and that thou were, in every manner wise, a lewd officer and a vain iestize. There lacketh nothing to thyn utter yen that thou nart blind, for thing that we see in Allah 500 that it is stun, that men may wel espien, that ilk stun a god thou wolt it kaye. I rid thee, let thyn hand upon it fall, and taste it wel, and stun thou shalt it find, sin that thou sayest nat with thyn yen blind. 525, T 15973, 16005. 505 It is a shame that the people shall so scorn thee, and laugh at thy folly, for commonly men would a wel overall, that mighty God is in his heavens high, and thy's images, wel thou mayst espy, 510 to the Anita himself ma not profite, for in effect they been nat worth a mite. 510, lane insert in before mao, mauen, hn, mao. Thy's wards and switch other said she, and he weeks wroth, and bad men should here lead home till here house, and in here house, quod he, 515 bren here right in a bath of flambés reed. And as he bad, right so was dune indeedy, for in a bath they gone here fast shetten, and night and day greed fyr they under betten. 518, fire, hn, cm, fyr.